In my recent episode, I talked about getting away from the screen as it's easy to get stuck in front of it when most of us are stuck in our homes. It seemed to resonate with a few of you on Instagram, so I thought I'd put together 4 pointers to help those who are either working from home and also just spending most of their time at home. What's going on, guys? Richard Rozza with the Personal Development Channel. Today, I'll be sharing 3 tips to help with being in the moment and focused while at home. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and if at any point you like what you see, give it a like. Let's get to it. I'll be sharing some tips today that can be applied to working from home or for anyone that is just spending a lot of time in general at home. I was listening to Dandapani the other day. He's a Hindu priest, entrepreneur, and a former monk of 10 years. Very wise and insightful. He gave a great example about how most of us don't even know how to focus, yet we expect people to know. Think about a team meeting that you have and your manager explains, "We need a big push this week. I need you to really be focused." What's the biggest mistake with that statement? The people you are telling to focus have probably never been taught and practiced to focus. And he then goes on to validate this. If he were to ask people in a group who can play the piano and everyone says no, he then asks those people to play the piano. Well, but how are they going to be able to play the piano if they've never been taught? And it's exactly the same with how do you focus. I mean, we tell people to be focused all the time, but a lot of us just have never been taught how to focus, how to concentrate. And then more importantly, we then also need to practice it. He also goes on to explain that on his deathbed, he wants to be able to say, however long it is, that his life was an incredible life. And the only way to be able to say that is by being present in every single moment. And how can you be present in every single moment? If you're concentrated. The rewards are far greater than the efforts you put in. Imagine being truly in the moment with everything you do, your work, your family, your friends, holidays, and so on. I don't know about you, but for me, this really touched me and helped me remind myself of not what's important, I know what's important, but how I am being with the important things in my life. Family, work, friends, and so on. I wonder who was really focused. At the very beginning in the pre-intro, I've said that I'd come up with 4 tips today. And then I mentioned later that I'd come up with 3. So it'd be interesting to see if actually you'd picked up on those. I'm just shouting it out now because I knew that I'd said that. And actually I've got 4 tips, but one of them's more of a challenge as well as something that's a useful tool, which I'm going to come on to very shortly. And these tips that I do cover, they're not just for work, but they'll help with all areas of your life. The aim is to get a balance to help you spend the better time in each area so you can focus more in these areas. But then the more you're able to balance your life, the more you're able to focus when you're spending time in a specific area. I normally announce a challenge at the end of my episodes. However, today I am going to be sharing the challenge first, especially if you're someone who wants to improve your concentration or focus. It's actually a useful tool to help with practicing concentration. But as I've said many times before, and I'll keep saying it, learning personal development is good, but there really is no point unless you're actually going to take some action. Practice is needed in everything. The same goes for focus and concentrating. So a very simple challenge for you. Give 1 whole hour from your day of your undivided attention to one person in your life for the next 30 days. It doesn't have to be all at once. If you're at home alone, then it could be 2 30-minute calls. If you live with family, then make it with a family member you live with. The important part here is undivided attention, no distractions. This will not only help you with learning to concentrate and focus, but also the relationship person that you choose to do this with. As always, go over to our Instagram page to share your challenge experience with us, or add it in the comments below. So my first tip then, apart from that challenge, which is also a tip, is keep away from distractions. When you are pretending to work in your bed and you keep scrolling on your phone, there is zero possibility of being a productive worker. Checking out breaking news notifications every few minutes when something fresh is happening can divide your attention. To avoid these pitfalls, keep your phone out of sight. Block all those tempting but time-wasting sites on your phone. Look around for all the things in your workspace that are distracting you and get rid of them. You can also use apps to support with switching off distractions from your phone. One is called Off Time, works with Android and Apple, and this app shows you how much you're on your phone, and it also allows you to take off time, which is just the duration you want to disconnect from distracting apps. I'll put my top 3 in the descriptions below. But remember, this can also be used in your general day-to-day life. If you really want to start improving the time and concentration you're putting in with your work, your family, your friends, and so on, then removing distractions when with them will also improve and help. This is not just for work. How many times do you sit with friends and are constantly on your phone? I've done it and I still do sometimes, but it's not great. Shouldn't be doing that. Okay, the second tip is challenge yourself. Keep yourself focused on your work by challenging yourself. Set little milestones every morning. Split your lengthy job into segments and then complete them. It will give you a sense of accomplishment, resulting in increased focus. Arrange your tasks one by one and finish them. This will not only make you feel like you've achieved something, but will also motivate you to perform further. Also set yourself other challenges, especially for keeping active. It's important if you are being less active now in lockdown to get your daily activity in. Challenge yourself with walking for 20 minutes a day or running for 3 to 5 kilometers, whatever you're capable of doing. But the important part here is that you're challenging yourself not just with work, but also on other areas of your life. I've mentioned activity there, but it could be for any area. These challenges will help you be more focused on a more balanced level, not with just one thing. I can tell you from personal experience, I've been so focused with work, I kind of just haven't focused much on anything else. And then that kind of starts to play on your mind. So then when you're working, it then becomes a distraction. So you're better off actually spending time in other areas of your life, because it'll then help you be clearer and in the moment with whatever it is that you're working on. And then the final one, guys, is keep it tidy. You may notice that when you are performing some tasks in a clean environment, you are more competent to enhance the productivity related to that certain task, other than the messier ambience which tangles your brain, due to which you are more likely to make things more chaotic. So tidy up as much as possible before initiating any work. And again, adopt this in your day-to-day life. If you're at home and the place is a mess, you could end up just not getting anything done. I personally find I'm much more motivated and productive when my house is clean. It gives me a sense of clarity and that clear thinking that's needed to be in the moment and be present. When everything around you is a mess, your mind becomes a mess. Keep it tidy. So share your challenge experience with us in the YouTube comments, or tag us on Instagram using @Rozza Mindset. That's it for today, everyone. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. Give it a like if you liked it, and if you'd like to be notified of when new episodes are released, then click the notification bell. If you think this could help someone, then please go ahead and share. And finally, come and join our community on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. All of the links are in the description below. This has been Richard Rozza. Stay safe and keep active.